quick, let's get straight into it. I personally think Loma won the fight, and I don't think it was even really that close. I think there was 3 swing rounds. I gave 2 of the rounds to Loma and 1 of the swing rounds to Devin. Let me pull my shit back out because I recorded this earlier and I messed up the audio. The first round I gave to Loma, second round I gave to Devin, third round I gave to Loma, fourth round I gave to Devin. That was one of the swing rounds, the fourth round. Fifth round I gave to Devin, sixth round I gave to Loma, seventh round I gave to Loma. The seventh round was a swing round as well. Eighth round I gave to Loma, ninth round I gave to Loma, and that was a real swing round. That one could have really went either way. 10th round I gave to Loma, 11th round I gave to Loma, 12th round I gave to Devin. Ultimately, the way I had it scored was either 9-3 or 8-4. If I was being real charitable, it could be 7-5. And if I really gave away an extra round, it would be 6-6. The judges had a unanimous decision. I think 2 had it 7-5 and 1 had it 8-4 for Haney, which I don't like using the word robbery, but it's pretty close to a robbery. In fights like these, I like to ask people what rounds did you score and why? Because when I was watching the fight, I was scoring rounds and I had everything written down, and so I was trying not to make it arbitrary. I was really trying to be honest. I was really trying to note everything that I saw, and later on I'm gonna make an actual breakdown and go over pieces of the fight. But I think the reasons, first of all, Loma, his pace and output was severely lowered. Even if you look at his last fight versus Ortiz, he was doing a lot more work. But I think Devin invested really well with that right hand to the body, and I think he deserves credit for putting up a good fight. I do think he lost, and I think he was getting his ass kicked in the 10th and 11th round, but he came back in the 12th, which shows that he has the heart of a champion. And I don't think he deserves any hate. If y'all have any hate to give it to the judges, because Devin didn't rob Loma. It was the judges that did it. If you felt like Loma got robbed, it's not Devin's fault. If anything, Loma has to take some responsibility, because he had opportunities in the 10th and 11th and the 12th where he could have really poured it on. In the 11th, he could have finished them. But I think those body shots wore him down. I think all the wars and the age wore him down, and he didn't feel like putting on the extra gas to try and finish him. And I think that's what ultimately, well, even if he would have put on extra stuff and not finished them, the judges probably still would have gave it to Haney. So it's, yeah, I think he had an opportunity to finish him, and he should have. I think Loma was shown to be the far superior fighter. I think Devin only had 1 shot, and that was the right hand to the body, and it was a very successful shot, but it was just 1 shot. And this is the last thing I'll say. When it comes to scoring rounds, and let's say in this fight, for example, the 2 most competitive punches is Loma's straight left hand and Devin's right hand to the body, a 4 and an uppercut to the body, a 4 and a 6, hook and uppercut. When it comes to scoring shots like that, you kind of get to check your work and be like, when you score the shots during the fight, you can look back and be like, who was actually getting broken down? Who was actually getting hurt by the shot? And so I felt like Loma's left hand was doing more damage than Devin's right hand to the body. And that turned out to be correct, because what happened later on, Devin's chin started to give out. Those left hands were doing more damage than the right hand. So that makes me confident that my scoring was actually correct, because one fighter was doing more damage than the other. One fighter was more effective than the other, and that fighter was Lomachenko. Immortality Serum out.
Immortality Serum is the faction. Plenty entertainment if you asking. Game of commentary and reactions. There ain't no faking, neither is the capping. It just goes lights, camera, action.